the owner of Comal y Canela. It's a Mexican restaurant that specializes in traditional Mexican dishes. We make everything from scratch, and I'm the owner. Before the pandemic, Comal y Canela was bursting at the seams. There was so much noise, there was so much energy. We had a lineup out the door. People were coming from Kingston, from London, from Scarborough, from Mississauga. We did not think when we started that we would be so successful so quickly. Once the lockdown started and once everything was announced, it was very scary. I was wondering, were we going to be allowed to stay open? Were we going to have an income? I thought Comal y Canela was done for. Comal y Canela closes Wednesdays. It's supposed to be our day off, our day of rest. But on Wednesdays, we dedicate the entire day to repackaging food that we purchase and creating grocery bags for the members in our community who have no job or who are not able to make ends meet right now. Because my restaurant is so small, it's very labor intensive. We literally have to stop being a restaurant, put everything that makes us a restaurant away, and then become a food bank. We typically serve 80 to 125 people per week. It all depends on how much money I'm able to allot. Growing up, I'm one of 5 children. My father passed away, so my mother was left alone with 5 kids, and she worked double, triple shifts to try and support us. She was a minimum wage worker. With 5 kids, there's no way. I matured at a very young age. It just became very natural for me to go to a food bank, line up, and get groceries. It was seeing my brothers be hungry and thinking, what am I going to feed them? So I know that people that come to these sites really need the food. I know what they're feeling. I know what they're feeling when they're in the lineup. A lot of the people that I meet through the restaurant were newcomers. They were new immigrants. A lot of them didn't speak the language yet. There was a language barrier. And then when the pandemic hit, people started really getting really preoccupied. There was a lot of misinformation. They think that if they go to a food bank, they might get deported. People are just getting information so that later on they can do something to them. The first thing they ask me is, do I have to give you my name? Do I have to tell you where I live? And I'm like, no. I place groceries on the door, you grab them and go. It's been really difficult to me, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. Physically, because I don't rest. It has impacted me financially. When I started this, I thought I was only going to do it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4. But once you start feeding people, how do you stop? Every single week, I battle with, how am I going to buy next week's groceries to hand out? Am I being responsible towards my children? I have 2 children. I'm a mother. My eldest is on the autism spectrum disorder, and he's schizoaffective. Every action that I have impacts him emotionally, because when I see people in the lineup, it brings me back to when I was a child. I relive that sense of desperation. My biggest regret is not starting sooner, but I think the reason I didn't do it was because I knew that it was going to bring back a lot of feelings for me growing up. And that, I think, has been the hardest part. They can help me with whatever feels more natural to them, whatever they want to do. I've always felt that people should give what comes from the heart, that you shouldn't have to ask for something, and you should not make people feel bad or uncomfortable because they're not doing it.